Welcome back to Zebra Force. Back to Force. Back to Z Force. If you want to learn how I do this effect, keep watching. Today I am talking about my current setup for vocal chopping live during my improv sets with my lovely, lovely loop machine. Loopstation? Looping rig. Okay, so I have a foot controller beneath me. I have a shift key. When I push that shift key, this main iPad switches to this page, so that's how you as a viewer can know that I'm pushing that button. Normally, when I push one of these pads, it plays the sample. Welcome. That one's welcome. Check, check, check. When I'm holding the shift key and I press, it records into that bank. I have that same system copied over to all 8 pads, and then each knob is the play start position for that bank. You get the idea. Next up on this iPad over here, I have a couple of things going on. For one, I've got this scratcher, which is just a scratcher. I'll show you the device in a minute. And this one over here, this right orange knob, slider, excuse me, is set to another audio bank. Another audio bank. And as you can see, as I go through the slider here, it goes through, it does the thing. This button over here is a swipe, it's a tap to play through this slider for 1 bar, slide left for 2 bars, swipe right for 4 bars. And that allows me to do stuff like this. Another audio bank. And then loop it like that. And it's just kind of a unique way to pitch shift as opposed to doing something like this. You can see that I have a little recording button, and then this button up top is just to play it from audio bank from wherever the playhead is. So this is moving the playhead 2 times basically. It's moving this audio, and then it's also setting up the play position for audio bank, that button. Okay, you understand the workflow. Let me show you how it works technically. Okay, so this is a really big Ableton session. I'm probably just going to blur out all of the stuff that is unnecessary because I don't want you to get overwhelmed looking at this. So this entire setup is very, very simple. For starters, I have these 2 instrument tracks right here, scratch record and scratch instrument. The scratch instrument is using the Live Scratcher device by Andrew Norris. Shout out Andrew Norris. I love all of your devices. They're all great. This is just a preset sound being cued. It comes with the device. It's on the preset. This instrument track over here, this is the scratch record. It's running another Live Scratcher device. And this one is a little special because I loved the original Live Scratcher device that he made. I loved it so much that I sent him an email and expressed my love for his device. And I asked him to add in a feature where we could record in a live input and then use the same scratcher function. So that's what this one is doing. When I hold this button here, it records into this Live Scratcher, and then this fader just scrubs through. That's all fun and great. Shout out to Andrew Norris for making this a feature. I emailed him like a year ago, and within a month, he like had an entire new update for his device with my feature. Thank you. That was amazing. Now, for the this like swipe feature where it plays through the whole thing in one even motion, that's a Loopy Pro exclusive. That's something that I've done here. It's just when I press, it sets the slider to 0, and then afterwards sets it to 100% with a ramp of 1 bar. And I've done the same thing for swipe left on 2 bars and swipe right for 4 bars. If you're familiar with Loopy Pro, that stuff is pretty simple. If you're not, ask some questions in the comments, because I am a big Loopy Pro fan. There's one more slider on the iPad. It's this one, and that one is controlling both of the faders. I've got them panned slightly left and slightly right, and that's just so I can do stuff like this. And it's just a good way. Okay, come on, shut up. It's just a good way. What the fuck? It's just a good way to create my own custom scratch sound very easily without always relying on the same exact scratch sample every single time. I really like being able to do that. This leads us into the next part of this whole system. I'm also using a M4L device called Catch. Essentially, this is a live sampler device. And for my scratcher over here, when I record, it's also recording into one of these Catch devices right here. And that's why I'm able to play it with this system, because as I move the playhead on the scratcher device, I'm also moving the playhead on Catch. And so wherever I move the playhead, I'm able to just play it from that point on. It's just a good way to do like a fake DJ scratch. You know, a lot of the time a DJ will scratch and they'll let it play. They'll lift up and just let it play after it. That's kind of like my faked version of that. The LPD down here is just running this catch rack. So when I press one of these pads, it's just back to Z4 playing the notes in this drum rack. In order to double these pads as the record input, I have used my foot controller underneath my desk here. You can't see it, but it's an FCB 1010. It's just a standard MIDI controller. There's nothing special. Absolutely nothing special. I mean, really nothing special. Don't buy it. I don't recommend it. It kind of sucks. It's a nightmare to reprogram. Just get like any other MIDI pedal. Anyway, I digress. Hey, Zebraforce from the future here. The audio got a little messed up on the last minute of this clip, so I'm just re-recording it. The final aspect of this whole setup comes together with a program called Controller Lab, and it lets you transmute human interface controls from one protocol to another. So if you're trying to do something like turning MIDI messages into keyboard shortcuts, or vice versa, or using a video game controller to play MIDI, this is one of many ways that you can do that. What I like about Controller Lab is that it allows me to create logic circuits to achieve whatever your goal is. So for this setup, I've got my foot controller down here. You can see it lighting up right here. That's the USB MIDI interface. And then I've got whatever pad on the LPD set to the other input. They go into a simple AND gate, and when both of them are pressed at the same time, it sends the MIDI out message, which then tells the whole setup to record whatever the input is. And that's everything. That's all of the systems that I have in place for the live sampler aspects of the Loopstation. If you have any questions, please let me know. I love talking about this stuff. Thank you, and I will catch you over on twitch.tv/zebraforce.love. Okay, bye.